Hi y'all. This is a quick video on historical migration patterns and understanding mass migration and what causes it. Okay, well, the main thing that causes mass migration is the lack of water. It just it's just natural for people to want to move to where there's water. And if there are locations where there is no water, the people are going to leave that area. And we think about the United States. Okay, you got California, uh, Nevada, those areas over there, they don't have any water. Lake Mead's drying up. A lot of people are moving and coming and relocating to states where there is water. Okay, now we're just thinking about the United States right now. But there's a situation happening down there in Mesoamerica, south of the Texas border. And I'm going to put a couple links down there. It's hard to find news. See, we hear about the migration of people wanting to come into America, but we don't really understand what's really going on. We're only getting one version of what is happening. People at the southern wall wanting to get in, but what is really occurring, we don't know. But we could put pieces together and try to figure out what's happening. Now, there's water shortages across the globe, the planet. I think Italy's got a big water problem right now. And there's a huge water problem just south of the Texas border in a city of over 5 million people in Nuevo Leon. Okay, that's south of, that's about 3 or 5 hours from the southern Texas border, depending on which port you go into. I think you got a port in Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio. But anyways, it's about 3 or 5 hours south of Texas. Okay, so this Monterrey, Mexico, has over 5 million people in the city, and they are experiencing a serious water crisis right now. They have 3 dams to supply water to 5 million people. And about a month ago, and it's hard to find news on this. This is the first time you're hearing about this. Okay, this is fresh news. And that's another issue there, is people are repeating the same news that they're hearing from the mainstream over and over and over again. But you got to dig to find real news. You got to go outside of the United States and look at other countries' newspapers to find out what's happening in America or on the North American continent. So I'm going to put a couple links to the water crisis in Monterrey. Okay, and they have 3 dams there. One is at 3%, another one's I think around 7%, and the third one, the main one's at 49 or 47%. And this was a month ago, and there isn't much rain over there. Okay, and just so what's going to happen is people are going to migrate to where there's water, and they're going to go, and they're going to find water. Just like animals will find water in the wild, people are going to go where the water's at. So we need to be aware of what's happening south of our border. So I'm going to put a couple links to this water crisis in Monterrey. And bear in mind, it's very difficult to find news. I wanted to try to find more recent articles on the situation, but I can't find it. It's very difficult to find real news. But anyways, I'm going to put a couple links down there, and y'all could dig on your own. Most of you probably won't even click on the links, but that's all right. But you got to try to understand what's happening with the migration. Historically, over thousands of years, people have moved out of areas that cannot support wildlife. Humans have to go where there's water. So we got to expect a lot of migrations all over the globe, all over the planet. Okay? It's a quick video. It's not really well organized, but I've been doing a lot of reading and researching, and it's kind of hard to find really good information, even on the prepper channels. People are just, the same people are just repeating the same news over and over again in different versions, okay? Or in different angles. So we need to understand, and you got to work on your water problem. You got to be able to store up water, because if we lose our water, you know, you got to be able to figure out a way to get water, okay? I'm going to put these links. It's very interesting what's happening with the water crisis. There's a lot more going on, but I'm just going to put the main theme here is we don't know what's happening south of our border wall in Texas, okay? And all the way down to the canal zone. We don't really know what's happening. We think we know, but we don't know. All right, see y'all.